EggBert versus SA.
Yep.
And we're going to end up on Lilac.
Interesting. As you were talking about before, EggBert doesn't really despise Lila as much as other Clouds would.
Yeah, EggBert said after one of the recent sets that I had talked about this, that he likes the fact that Cloud can abuse like his Nair and all that stuff on these platforms here. So if it's available to him, he's going to use it.
Yep.
And that's a good mindset to have. Like even if something's broken, if it's available to you, why not abuse it? Like,
yeah, absolutely. And that goes to this game as a whole, to be honest. There are certain movesets people find cheap, but if it's there for you to use, it's all yours.
And for SA too, I think the fact that being on this stage, he's going to try and abuse if Cloud doesn't have limit. He's going to try and give him out with that down tilt. When it tilts back, he's going to try and get him with that F tilt. Almost reading that jump in off the platform there with that up smash. It was a pretty good call. Probably would have sealed it out.
Yeah, SA is looking pretty strong here. It's not too much of a lead, but he looks like he's in control at the moment.
Yeah, SA putting on a lot of pressure right now, keeping... oh my god, he gets the delayed hit. Last part of that up B, but because he was just low enough, that's it though. Gets that jump with the Nair, and that's going to seal out the stock. Almost killing with that side B, but good coverage on his part, not letting him get back.
Yep.
That side B is actually going to take it out. That is a very strong hit.
Roy's kill power, just there for the taking, you know? Definitely struggles in the recovery department, doesn't have the best frame data at times, but when grounded in a situation like that, Roy is extremely strong.
Yeah, thing that Roy abuses the most is the ability to get good ground game, and a lot of people don't respect enough the amount of things that he can do, especially off of like short hop nairs.
Yep.
Like, you gotta pay respect to his character, especially when he's got you in that nair train, because if you air dodge at the wrong spot off stage, he's gonna get you with that nair, or if you happen to air dodge onto center stage because you're just panicking because he's got so much pressure on you, you get a half charge F smash at 50 and you die.
Yeah.
So right now, very even game though. Both these characters at relatively close percent. And I still say even because EggBert had limit. Right now, having to blow limit note to get back, and now he's put into a disadvantaged state. Just retrading. Both these guys have been relatively even so far. Anytime one has been above the other, they've done a good job of covering them. And that was smart on SA's part. He knew that he couldn't do anything else. He couldn't air dodge there. So he went out and immediately traded, even if the only way that would have worked out bad is like, say EggBert threw out a nair and he missed a tech and he free fell.
Right.
That's about it. Like,
yeah, and you wouldn't think a player would have expect that option enough to be ready to nair in that.
Yeah, that's not something you normally think about, like when you're at near death.
Right.
Like it was even close. I say it was even relatively close for him to even make it back, because Lilac was tilting back.
Yep.
And the out B was there. I was figuring maybe he was going to wait to try and down tilt, but just noticing the situation, having good awareness, and going out there. Right now, EggBert though, getting all these frame traps and just going from 0 to 79. And that's the issue that Roy has in this matchup too. Like, it's much harder for Roy to land. He doesn't have a great toolkit to get back down. But might have sniped this jump, and it doesn't matter even after all that damage.
Yeah, and that string is the only thing that EggBert's been able to hit on him. Since that happened,
yeah, he had great control at the very beginning, but SA just immediately going out there and getting that gimp, and now this is in SA's favor.
And yeah, he'll make it back.
Yeah, I like the fact that he threw out the double fairs there, just like to force the recovery faster. Like he was trying, like rather than just throwing out a couple jumps. Down smash almost taking that stock there.
And SA managing to live through all of this. He eats a side B, gets launched almost in the blast zone, it looked like, and he's still living on this first stock, 156%.
I'm really liking the way SA's been approaching this matchup. Like he's not playing scared of Cloud whatsoever. Unfortunately, he's going to get an SD there, and that's maybe might give EggBert a second chance on life here, because now he's even this game back out. If this is only one other string like away, like he did at the very beginning of the set, but SA looking like he was going for that tech read to get that F smash, but opts to throw instead.
Yeah, that up B might have gotten him a lot of trouble. Looks like he was looking for an air dodge read or something along those lines.
And this might actually do it. It is. And EggBert managing to run that back. That was both players had such good momentum going in there. EggBert lost it after that early gimp.
Yep.
Then SA lost it after the SD. And ultimately paying for it because he got a little overcommittal off the side there. If he never did that, that might have been SA's game.
Yeah, definitely. Also interesting that the whole last stock ended basically off of that missed up B punish.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
Overcommittal, like you were saying. So pretty much the same mistake 2 times in a row. Let's see if he can fix that going into game 2.
Yeah, it's a composure thing too. Like you're at that point, it's like, oh crap, I don't want him to run off in there. I need to get back as soon as possible, and unfortunately going above the ledge for it. But right now, starting off pretty much the same way as before, luckily avoiding the hit of that up tilt there with the extended combo. All right, so my guess here on town right now. Actually, no, I can't even make that guess because it's pretty much this. Both of them have been switching control throughout the entire thing. There's been a lot of trades, one after another, and not really an excessive amount of control on either player. I was gonna say whoever takes the first stock is probably gonna win this round. I'm gonna take that back. I can't even say that. It's after the way the last game went.
Yeah, honestly, it's such an explosive matchup on both sides. We're seeing that so much. Even in this game, too. EggBert starting out with so much momentum, SA having his turn, and now it's just going back and forth.
I like his use of falling up air there, too. Noticing that EggBert was waiting around, just kind of like waiting for a defensive option. And one of the things I said was he has trouble landing, but making it look like he has no issue with that right now.
It hits both hitboxes of the up B. Unfortunately, on stage, there will be no spike.
I like EggBert's defense at the ledge. He's noticed what EggBert has been doing, the way he's been approaching his ledge coverage, and he's been able to either air dodge past it or get that roll in before, but he's going to eat that back air, and now EggBert with the percent lead right now, or stock lead.
Once again, just a... Oh, wow. No, that's not going to kill. But once again on that first stock, being punished for an overcommittal option, I believe he was dashing in for a grab or a dash attack or something.
Yeah.
And EggBert just saw that coming.
And he gets the one hit of Nair into up B, but unfortunately that's not going to kill just yet. EggBert was able to DI to the right, but he's actually going to jump in off that platform and eat that fair for his shovels. And I don't think that he meant to do that.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to fall to the down to the ledge and
Yeah.
then go for a jump. But, I mean, either way, he's still going to eat that, and now we had that even game yet again.
So EggBert pivoted back there. It looked like he was looking for a dash grab from SA.
And now SA having putting EggBert on the ropes and getting the double fair, and now see what he does about his recovery. If he, I don't think it would have worked, but it was looking pretty close to it. If he had went for the downward part of up B, if he was any higher whatsoever, he might have actually free fell spiked SA. You know how like EggBert, nice pressure, getting that fair, that short hop fair onto the shield there and getting the other up. So both these guys have opted for aggressive options when approaching shield pretty much every time. They normally go for grabs. Yep. I'm wondering if either one of them is going to adapt to that.
Yeah.
Because there's been a lot of times where EggBert will throw out a back air and then throw out an F tilt. I'll throw out a back air and then throw out another back air or side B.
Yep.
SA was doing a good job avoiding that. But then towards the end of that match here, he was eating a lot of them. But SA has also been doing that to EggBert.
Yeah.
He's been doing a really good job where you would think Roy can't get those options. If you don't know the matchup, it's like, oh, Fair's probably got end lag. Like, no. No, actually, he's doing a pretty good job of auto-canceling it. So, good stuff to him so far.
Yeah, and that's really what's giving us this explosive back-and-forth matchup. Whoever can find that opening is just taking, like, a mile of ground.
Yeah, no, this has been a beatdown through and through. Like, both... I don't know what's going on over there. But, these two have been just at each other's throats throughout the entire time, especially when SA sees an opportunity to edge guard or get a couple fairs off stage. He's going for it every time. Like, he does not care about Roy's recovery or anything whatsoever, and that's good character knowledge on his part. It's the type of traits you need to have as a character specialist.
Yes.
Okay, I think I know what was going on. They were talking to each other about modified DSR and maybe trying to see if he would allow him to go back to Lilat.
Right.
And SA opted to give him the gentleman and let him go back here.
Yeah, and in a way that makes sense. I mean, it worked out for him the first time. He was able to jank his recovery. I'm not sure if I agree with it, though, because EggBert definitely...
Oh, actually, no, yeah, that was SA won that first game there.
Yeah, yeah.
So maybe he was asking if he could go to a different stage, and that's probably what happened.
Well, never mind.
We make mistakes every once in a while. Nice, noticing that he was going to get... I thought he was going to read that roll because I was like, okay, there's no way he's going to go for that yet again. But right now, like we said, both these guys just at each other's throats every time there's been another... That was the first time we've seen somebody try to read an air dodge in a while.
Yes.
And he's going to get punished for that. He hesitated a little bit on his tech option in place and then deciding to throw an aggressive option on shield. Maybe, you know what? Maybe that was EggBert noticing that he's been putting a lot of pressure on there.
Yeah, very well it might be. And it might be that adaptation you're talking about. And we may see EggBert kind of take it from here, if he can live that long.
Yeah, both these guys have been making a lot of good small micro adaptations throughout this game. So far advantageous to EggBert right now. And if EggBert can opt to play a little bit more passive, especially with this large life lead, I think he can take this game from SA right now.
And we're seeing this up air string that we saw earlier from EggBert a couple times. It's coming in clutch, and he's just running away with this percentage lead right now.
But that's going to be a hard punish. Accidentally F smashing the other way. I say this all the time, but I heard it best from now before. The hardest thing to hit in this game is a free-falling opponent, because you always end up over-guessing where they're going to go. But right now, all right, EggBert still had to jump, gets the tech, but that's actually going to be it. And
no limit.
He gets the tech, but still, SA was able to get back on stage immediately and punish that with the F-tilt, gets the Gimp, and he's going to take that 3-1 over EggBert. Very solid stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just proof, guys. If you practice your matchups, you practice these over and over again. It doesn't matter, like, even if somebody's playing a character like Cloud. If you saw the way SA was approaching that, he was doing a great job covering off stage. He was doing a great job getting his conversion to center stage, and wasn't really, even though he took a lot of damage off of those center stage strings, he didn't die.
Yeah.
So you have to accept that you're going to eat that 70%, like against a Sheik or a Cloud. It's going to happen. But it's how you keep yourself composed after that. It's really good. Not every character has it. But you got to deal with it if you want to play that other character.